welded up the seam. Just a piece of angle iron right here. It's 1.5 inch. I think it's like 1/16 inch thick. And this is just some mild steel, square tubing. It's 1 inch. And all I did was pre-drill my holes first before I cut them. And then I also grinded these angles in here to allow it to move. And I just used this big grinder here and came in with it. And that way I have my holes pre-drilled. It was already grooved in, and then I made my angle cut. And that's just 2 inches long, by the way. And all I did was take this plate from Scag, which is just a block-off plate that you can buy. I think it's the same with the mulch kit and just the block-off plate that you can buy from them. This particular one came with a mulch kit, and this piece right here was actually like way over here, and I just whacked it off because it wasn't allowing it to open and close right. And it also had a piece I had to cut off the top right here, which sat on top of the deck. It was just bent and like a 3/4 of an inch or something, and I just cut that off. And what I did is took the angle iron and put on top of it. And I don't know if you can tell because I've already welded and grinded it, but it had like a little notch right here. So I just had to cut the angle iron to match that notch. It wasn't that bad. Just tack the angle iron onto the plate, put it up against the mower, and then I placed these and bolted them on. And then after they were all bolted on and it was where I wanted it, I just tacked these pieces in place, took it off, and then did the welds on it. And it's kind of on angle, and I just kind of filled that gap with some weld. Alright guys, so I don't have any Scag orange, so I'm gonna just prime it. I'm gonna put some of this hammered paint, which is kind of a gray color or charcoal color, and then I'm gonna go back over it with a flat black. And I'm just doing the hammered because it can withstand scratches better and everything. So as far as the chain I got right here, this hole was already existing there. That's for the mulch kit, and I just used the same bolt. And what I did is I bent this chain link just a little bit to where this could, do this easily, and it would mount flat against it. Roughly about 21 inches of chain, just a light duty chain. And this is just a universal spring, and I just bent the end of the spring to where it won't come off, and I did the same thing. This is just a standard rubber bungee. I just took the hooks off, and I have a shorter bungee that goes around the bore in the back, and I just used the one hook to hook it. So you can get this chain at Tractor Supply, as well as the hook and the bungee, or probably your local hardware store. I'm not sure how much the block-off plate costs by itself. If I had to guess, probably 40 bucks from Scag, 50 bucks, I'm not sure. Alright, got a coat of primer on it. We're gonna let that dry. Let that dry for about 30 minutes, make sure it's done. Alright, I put a coat of the hammered paint on it and let that dry for about 30 minutes, and then I came back and went with the flat black. I just painted it so it's still wet. Let that dry and flip it over and do the other side and bolt it all back together.